Capstone projects, there are three parts like Prep 1, Prep 2, and Prep 3. In this Prep 1, this is the last part. There are three parts like Prep 1, Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. This is the last part of the Prep 1. Okay. And here, like for Prep 1, it is like all about waterfall concepts. Okay. So, like from like on Monday and Tuesday, uh, the sessions are about Prep 1 Part 1 and Prep 1 Part 2. If you miss that sessions, like you can go to the COEPD YouTube channel and you can listen there. Okay, you can go through the YouTube videos and you can get understand about how to prepare the documentation and how to write down about Prep 1 Part 1 case studies. Okay, so here comes to this the case study. Like the case study is about Mr. Anthony, a NRI, had the idea to develop a website devoted to fashion with a focus on high-end apparel and accessories. He has collaborated on the application with Mr. Bhaskar, Kathy, and the domain. The website should be easy to navigate, have a contemporary looks, and process payments quickly. Okay. Upon looking at the papers, Mr. Anthony has understand Miss Kathy already had a similar application and has the sales are drastically declining. Mr. Anthony has taken on a duty of improving the application. The timeline of the project is 18 months with rupees 1 crore as a budget. So, like most of the people you know about the case study, like it is about the fashion. Like Mr. Anthony, he just want to like he had an idea to develop a website like which is followed by the like whatever the fashionable things and focus on the high end apparel and accessories, right? So here, like from past 2 days, I think so you listen to this case study only. I think like in the similar way, the similar case study only. So the purpose of this uh, case study is about to like prepare a web application, but already this is a web application which is already having with the Kathy, but it is not in a good way. Like the application is in a similar way, but the application is like sales are drastically declining. All the sales, whatever the sales from the like web application, because due to few like lacking of that knowledge on fashion of the customers and lack of customer reach. Because when the customer is want to buy the products with your web application, it should be like easy to navigation and the whatever the user interface, it should be in a good way. Then only they will use your web application, right? And the payments, mostly the payments section. If the payment section is okay, like the payment process is done in a very quick way and easy way, then it will be like very like usable thing for the customers and they will be using your web application. So here Miss Kathy, she missed that. And the products also, whatever the products she uploaded in that web application, those products are outdated. So here Mr. Anthony, just he want to update that application by taking few inputs from there, and he will be updating the web application. Like he will be creating the new application by taking few inputs from there, that Kathy's application, and he will be like looking into whatever the lacking part is there in that application, and he is improving the those lacking parts only. Okay, he just want to improve those lacking parts only. So here Mr. Anthony pulled a team here. Okay, so Mr. Anthony company is Nova Corpo on-site team. Okay, here Philip and Walter White, Ruby, and Serena. These are the committee members. Okay. And the other team, like Adino Offshore. So this company is like outsourced company. Like Mr. Anthony, he gave this like project to this company, Adino Offshore team. So in this Adino Offshore team, there is like Mr. John is a delivery head and Miss Anna, project manager, and Mr. Chase will be the senior Java developer, and Nora and Shashank, Vivian, these people are comes under the Java developer, and Mr. Mike will be the network admin, and Mr. John will be the database admin. And here comes to this Mr. Jason and Neff. These both are the testing team testers. Okay, and you will be acting as a BA. So in this organization, we will be the BA, and these are the resources you are going to be used. Okay, like human resources, like Java developers, testers, and network admin and DB admin. Okay, and coming to decoding the case study, like what will be the project idea? So the idea is about to develop a website devoted to fashion with a focus on high-end apparel and accessories, right? So he will be like the project idea is about to create a website for the fashionable clothes or products, whatever it is, and the current needs is nothing but like easy to navigate and have a contemporary look and process payments quickly. Okay, these are the three things the application needs mostly. And overview of the project is it's an e-commerce based project. There is an existing application already. We are having the Kathy is already having the existing application, and we will be taking few inputs from there, and then we will be working to like prepare the like new application of this website, or else the web application of fashion with the focus on high end. Okay, and the current problems is like decline of sales and non user friendly, unable to handle the competition in the market. Okay, so the team already, like developers, testing team, network admin and DB admin, the delivery head and the manager, and you will be the business analyst. Okay, so here the first question is about functional requirements. You need to write down about functional requirements. Functional requirements define the specific behaviors, functions, or operations of a system. Like it mostly focus on what the system should do. Okay, it mostly focus on what the system should do and what are the tasks or activities must perform to achieve the project. Okay, so here the functional requirements are like nothing but user registration, like the search for the products and adding products to the cart, and then log. Actually, like you can write down the step-by-step process: user registration, user login, and search for the products, filter for the products, adding cart to the product, like adding products to cart and adding products to favorites and adding cards to, or sorry, adding products to wish list, like payment with different modes. Like all this, in this way, you can write down the functional requirements, and you need to write down the description of that functional requirements also. Okay, user should able to register with the application like that. Okay, so this is what the functional requirement, and this is the second question, and the second sorry, first question, and the second question is about non-functional requirement. So it will be describing the non-functional requirements is nothing but it will be describing the qualities and attributes of a system. Okay, so the quality and attributes of a system, and it will be mostly focus on how the system should work, like usability, scalability, like and security, performance. Like I will give an example. So when you want to log into any application, so after entering your credential, when you click on this login button, within 2 to 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds, it will be navigating to the main like dashboard or whatever it is, right? So this 2 to 3 seconds. So the client wants within 2 to 3 seconds, he should be navigated to the next page, whatever the next page is. So the performance and the whatever the qualities and attributes of a system, here we will be describing. Okay, so here comes like usability, performance, security, compatibility, and response time. Okay, the application should respond to user inputs within 2 seconds, and the usability is like application should have intuitive and user friendly, and performance like the application must load page within 3 seconds. So like this you can write down non-functional requirements. Okay, and coming to this like wireframes, so you need to create the wireframes. Okay, so here you can use the balsamic tool. Okay, for creating the wireframes you can use the balsamic tool, and you can create the wireframes. Okay, so the wireframes are nothing but just it is a visual representation, okay, of a like user interface of an application. Like here we will be showcasing about the like user interface of that application, like how the login page looks, and how this registration page looks, and how the product catalog page will be looking. So here we will be describing all these things. And one more thing, if you want to know about more about the wireframes, mockups, and prototypes, here you can find out Like I will be showing this one, the YouTube channel, YouTube link. Just give me 1 minute, okay? So, sorry. So here you can find this YouTube. Just a minute. Okay. In this COEPD channel, you can find videos of Azure and Balsamic. So here you can find out the premium tools guidance session. This is about MS Visio. You can go through this YouTube video, and here you can find out like 2 weeks ago the Balsamic and Azure tool. So the mentors explained about how to design this wireframes and mockups and prototypes. Here you can find out the how to draw this wireframes and like prototypes, whatever it is. Okay, so you just go through it. If you go through the video, then you can understand what the things you need to do. Okay, so you just go through that video you from the YouTube channel of the CYPD, and you will understand how to draw it. And we will coming to coming to the next topic. So next question is write about like tools. So there are three tools, you know about these tools also, like MS Visio, Balsamic, and Azure. So you need to write down 50 words about MS Visio and Balsamic and Azure. So what is MS Visio, and what is the purpose of MS Visio, and what we will be doing in this MS Visio, like to creating the UML diagrams, like use case diagram, activity diagram, and sequence diagram. We will be using the Microsoft Visio. Okay. And in this Balsamic, we will be creating the wireframe all and the mockups, mostly the mockups to create the mockups. Okay. And the Azure, it is like advanced level of the Balsamic. Okay. So it is a prototyping tool, and it create high feasibility and interactive wireframes and prototypes for web and mobile application. Okay. When you go through the YouTube video, like about Balsamic and Azure tool, then you can explore more things about Balsamic and Azure. Okay. So coming to this fourth question. So they told you to prepare this RTM. RTM is like nothing but requirement traceability matrix. So whatever the functional and non-functional requirements are. For tracking those functional and non-functional requirements, we will be creating one RTM, like requirement traceability matrix. Here we can track each and every requirement. So like whether in this design phase it is completed or not, and development. And after the development, we will be going for the testing, right? So in this testing, there will be like few parts like unit testing, components like component testing, and the system testing, and SIT, and at last user acceptance testing. These are the testings, the life cycle. In this testing life cycle will be going on for each and every like functional requirement. So here you need to track for every requirement. So use completed or else in progress. For example, the design part is completed and now the coding part is started. So you need to write down, you need to mention about that the coding part is in progress, and the testing part, all the testing part is in like incompleted. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, you can ask the doubts, whatever it is, like at the end of the session. Don't keep these messages in between because it is like a disturbance. Okay, so RTM, like you need to mention this RTM in this way. So it will, for tracking the requirements, you can use this RTM. Okay. And coming to this next question. So prepare 10 test case documents. Okay. So test case documents are like a detailed outline used by the testers to ensure that software application or system is working as expected. So this test case document is prepared by the testing team only. So BA will be like tracking this test case documents. Okay. And most of this like testing people, they will be like creating one like in this tabular form, like it should be like a template. And here you need to mention what is the test case ID, test case name, and project ID, project name, and project manager ID and his name, and test strategy ID, tester ID, and test plan ID, scenario, and date of test, tester name, and link to the page like set 1, set 2, set 3, like whatever it is. Like if you have any sets, you can add the sets also. And expected behavior, actual behavior, and whatever the comments they will be giving after the testing, like they can give. And at last the result, so this result will be deciding by the project manager by taking the help of business analyst. So here you will be doing like you will be tracking this test case documents, whether they are doing in a like in that particular date or not. So you will be tracking, and you will be like you will be also interfering in this testing. So you will be also checking each and every requirement, whether it is working in a good way or not. Okay. But this test case document is prepared by the testing people, right? And coming to this database, actually database schema and entity relationship diagram. So here when they like ask about database schema and entity relationship diagram, for what purpose you are drawing is nothing but it will be showing, it will be represent a visual representation of how the data is like stored. Okay. How the data is stored. So actually you can call like a db design equal to, like when they ask you about db design also, you can use this word. Db design is nothing but to represent like how the data is stored. Okay. We will be representing by using this database schema and entity relationship diagrams. Okay. So here in one line word you can use DB schema plus entity relationship diagram equal to DB design. Okay, please remember this one. DB schema plus entity relationship diagrams equal to DB design. Okay, when they ask you about this DB design, you can use this these words. And this DB schema is like a blueprint that outlines the structure of databases, including the tables and fields, relations, and constraints. Okay. And the whatever the characters are there. And ER diagram is about it is like a visual representation. Okay. And like between like entities in database, it depicts the entities such tables and attributes, and or fields, and relationship between them. Okay. So you just write down about entity relationship diagram and db schema, and then they will tell you to draw the db schema. Okay. So you need to draw the db schema diagram, or else entity relationship diagram, like as you wish. So use ms visio to draw this db schema. Okay. So like explore the ms visio. Okay. When you explore the ms visio, like in this way you can draw the db schema. Okay. So you need to draw the relationship between the databases. Okay. So like in a brief way, I will be showing you like this ms whatever this ms visio. Okay. So I'll be showing, just give me 1 minute. So here you can find the ms visio, and in this database model, you just go to the database model, you can find out there. So here you can see this entity, right? So you can use these entities. Okay. And here you can find out the relations, so you can give the relations with the relations thing. And here you can use the another database. Okay. So this is like entity relationship, you can give the entity relationship diagrams. Okay. And coming to this here you can find out object relationship there, right? So you can give use for a database schema. So here you can use the relations. Okay, so this is entity relationship, and this is for the object relationship is about the database schema. Okay, so you can use this kind of dynamic connectors and all those things. Okay, so this is like here you can write down the primary key and the foreign key also. What will be the primary key and what will be the foreign key? Okay, just go through it, MS Visio, just explore it. Okay, and then you can find out like how to draw the DB schema, or else you can draw the entity relationship diagram. You can use the draw.io also. Okay, if you want to use the draw.io, you can use the draw.io if MS Visio is not available for your system. Okay, right? And coming to this data flow diagram. So this data flow diagram is like a graphical representation of a flow of data within a system. Like it visually shows how data moves from one process to another, and how it's stored and where it ends up. Okay, so here like here you can find out like it helps analysts and designers understand the flow of data like within the system. Here you can see this, right? So how this user is there, and how like he will be searching the item. Okay, so the item must responsible for this, and here it will be like going for the user will be going for a registration. So he will be giving whatever the things for registration purpose, and again he will be like getting one message like registration is done. And here also in the same way, login and account and buy item, and next make order and payment. So here like user must do this, and here like he will be creating the account, and here you can find out this is like item must. Okay, order and payment. So this payment will be responsible for payments and orders, order tracking, that those people will be responsible. Like this you can represent of data flow diagrams, each and every phase, like whatever the thing the user will be doing. Okay, so in this way you can draw the data flow diagram, use this data flow diagram. Okay, for reference, according to your case study you need to draw the diagram for the case study. Okay, and coming to this, how should a BA handle change request? The change request is like a formal proposal to alter a system, project or project. In a simple way, I will explain you this. So change request is nothing but when the client needs to change, like he just want to add one more feature to an existing feature. Like for example, we will take this example as a login. So in this login, so the like for this application they gave you only two things to for example, we can say this email and the phone number. These are the both the things you can like use this both the things, and you can log into that, like you can register or else log in, whatever it is. You can register or log into that application. So now the client want to add another feature, like he just adding the another feature is about Facebook. So he want to add this Facebook for the registration or login purpose. Okay, so this is one feature he just want to add. So this comes under the change request. Enhancement is so adding the new feature, like adding totally the new feature to that. So previously there is no registration. Directly they can log in with the phone number. Okay, so directly they can log in with the phone number, or else they can come as a guest. But for now, the client he wants that registrations. So how many people registered to our application? Just client want to know that, and he will be adding the registration part also. So like you need to do the verification of your account by the email or phone number or Google account or Twitter account, whatever the accounts. So he will be giving adding the new like feature to that application. So this will be comes under the enhancement. Okay, so how you will be handle the change request as a BA? So you need to understand the scope of change request and the document you need to change, like the request, and do the impact analysis like project scope, schedule, budget, resources, and risks. And you need to prioritize change request based on its urgency, importance, and impact on the project. And you need to seek like approval from the project sponsor from the change request for the change request, and communicate the change request and its potential impacts to all relevant stakeholders, including the project team. So, like you need to follow these kind of steps for the change request purpose. Okay, and you will be handling by understanding and by doing the analysis, and you will be prioritizing, and then you will be getting the approval, and you will be communicating whatever the potential impacts will be going on for the change request by to the stakeholders or to the client. Okay, and here the next question, the ninth question is about currently the team is working on selling clothes and accessories through the application. Okay, the designers can add their new design in this application. However, currently the client has asked to add features like auction, okay, holiday giveaways as a BA. When you come across such request, what should you do in this change request, or is this a change request or enhancement? Okay, so here the client people, he just want to add their new designs in that application. Okay, like here you can see like you want to add features like auction and holiday giveaways. Okay, these are the new feature he just want to add it. Okay, and here you can find out he is asking the question about, is this a change request or enhancement? So like previously I told you, right? So when you are adding a new feature to that application, it will be considered as a enhancement. So it will be enhancement. So as a business analyst, you should document the requirement and work with the development team to determine the feasibility, like whether this feature can do or not. And you should also consider the potential benefits, risk, and cost associated with enhancements before making any recommendation to the client. Okay, so in this way they will be asking few questions for you in the case study. You need to work on like this, like they will ask you, this is a change request or else enhancement. So in this case study, so as of like I told you that what is change request and enhancement. So here they are adding new features, so it will be comes under the enhancement part. If they are adding like new requirement to this existing requirement, then it will be comes under the change request. Okay, and coming to how many man hours are required for this project. So you need to like do like there are three types of projects, like a small, medium, large. I think so this subject you have learned in the training videos, like training classes only. So man hours are required effort to of resources to complete a project. And there are three types of projects, like small, medium, and large. Small is up to 500, and medium is like up to 1000, and large is up to 1500. And you need to analyze as per the case study. The duration of a project is 18 months, right? And the current team size is around 15. You think like that, this will comes under the medium project. Also the trained resources are available, okay, and trainers are not required here. And here, as a structure of the project is available, new and enhanced infrastructure is not required. So you need to analyze and you need to justify whether it comes to like a large or a medium or a small project. Okay, and by calculating the man hours also, like estimated. If they explain, like if they ask you about estimated man hours, you need to calculate the man hours according to the numbers, like how many months about your project. For example, we will be taking this 12 months of the project. So 1 year you need to do one project. So there are only 10 people who are working on that project, for example. So you will be calculating like for 12 months, that like one, that is like a 1 year, 365 days, right? In that you need to remove like holidays, like public holidays and the weekends. So you just remove the public holidays and weekends. You will be like around 250 days you will be working for that organization. So each person he will be working for 8 hours, right? So you just calculate 256 into 8. So that one person like the one person he will be working for this organization is around 250 into 8. You do that calculation, it will be comes under uh, like 2000 hours, like, okay. So he will be working 2000 hours, around 2 to 2100, like 200 hours for that organization. Okay. So like that you need to calculate the estimated man hours and all those things. Okay. If they ask about estimated man hours, now like how many man hours required, you can just justify in this way. And coming to explain the UAT process. So user acceptance testing, after completion of the testing parts like unit testing and integration testing, or else component testing and SIT. Okay. So all this testing, completion of all this type kind of testings, you will be entering into the user acceptance testing. So in this user acceptance testing, as a PA, what you will be doing, like you will be planning, in this step, like blueprints are made to implement UAT testing for every feature that needs to test, and minimum standards for accepting the test. And the designing here, the test cases are designed to hide all the possibilities of software packages in a real world environment. And UAT testers, a testing team consists of a end users that meets the criteria for implementing testing. They should know the test cases to run and understand the functionalities. And then bug fixing, like whatever the bugs are found in the UAT testing, the development team should work on them and make it software error free. And sign off, after removing all the bugs, the testing team indicates acceptance of the completion of that bugs. In this phase, all the stakeholders came to conclusion that software is ready to go live and sign off. So these, first of all, as a BA, you will be planning, like you will be creating the UAT, and you will be designing. Designing means nothing but you will be gathering the test cases, whatever the test case document is having. Okay. And then the UAT testers, who knows about how the testing, you will be bringing the testing people, and you will be considering them, and you will the whatever the team consists, like end users that meets the criteria for implementing the testing or not. And then if in the UAT testing, if the client needs any, like if client notifies any bugs, so you will be fixing, you will be finding out that bugs, and you will be noting down whatever the bugs are there, and you will be giving these bugs to the software developers team, and they will be making it as a software error free, and at last you will be getting the sign off for that UAT. Okay. And the 12th one. So 12th one is about what is a project closure document and what points should be included in it. So the project closure document, also known as project closure report, is a formal document. Okay. So it the summarizes the key out, whatever the key outcomes and lessons learned and final details of a completed project. Okay. And it serves as a comprehensive record of a project, like whatever the challenges you have faced and overall performances, and the valuable insights for the stakeholders and for the future projects. Okay. Like the points you need to be mentioned in this project closure documents is like project overview, achievements, lesson learned, and quality assurance, resources you have utilized, and risk management, and the challenges. These are the points you will be mentioning in the project closure document. And you will be preparing the project closure document. You need to write down what will be the project overview, and what you have achieved, and what are the lessons you have learned, and what are the quality assurance are there, and what are the resources, like technical and human resources you have used for this project, and risk management, how you managed the risk, and what are the risk you got in by while doing the project, and what are the challenges you have faced by doing this project. Okay. So you will be mentioning after completion of the project. Okay. So these are the, in this way you need to mention, in this, like in a table format, you will be mentioning like points to be included, like these are also points, like date of sign, and the name of the resource, and objective of the project, and user friend lines, and customer satisfaction, and more categories, if you have any more categories, and functionalities worked on, and infrastructure, funding, overall project information, and value to the company. So you need to add like include this tabular form also. Like okay, use this template and you just write down all this also. Okay, so that's all, guys.